This is the Major Figures Podcast, recorded at GOT Sound Studio, with your hosts Goody and Chris Darnell. We're a community for people who inspire to be major figures and want major figures. Let's figure it out together.
Let's get it.
And we are back. We're back with another episode. I'm your host Goody, and this is Chris Darnell. And y'all are tuned in to another episode of Major Figures Podcast.
Major Figures Podcast.
How you feeling about it so far, man?
I'm excited, man. We got a lot of stuff. A lot of feedback we've been getting, man. A lot of people wanting to get on the show, but all of that's to come. But man, we've been getting some great feedback, and just some constructive criticism, man.
Yeah.
But we here for it all.
Right. And shout out to the listeners over there in India, all the way over there in India.
Yeah.
The international listeners, we see y'all.
Yeah,
we see y'all
come
on
on.
the stats. Keep tuning in,
Yeah.
man. We appreciate y'all. Today we got a topic for y'all today because it's graduation time.
Graduation.
Kids are graduating.
We should have added the little graduation music and
Yeah,
everything,
see,
man.
that would have been dope.
Yeah,
That would have been dope. So the question of the day is, should you push your kids to college?
Or straight into the workforce.
That's the topic. Let's get in.
Yeah. So with you, man, you went to college, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
That was straight after high school, or you waited some time?
I actually waited a couple months.
Okay. Well, that ain't too bad.
Yeah, because I didn't really know what I wanted to do. But at the time, it was like most parents was telling kids to go to college, or that was just like the norm.
And they think that when you go to college, you gonna make it.
Right.
Well, you go to college, you are going to be successful, which ain't the case. I know I waited. I graduated in 2008, and I went to a tech school in like 2011. Ended up dropping out. That just wasn't the route for me.
Yeah, it's like, I think back then it was like a badge of honor for parents if their child graduated from college.
Yeah, they used to like love it. My daughter, she's down at USC.
Yeah.
This is her
Right.
junior year. My son, he's at Clemson, so we're proud.
Right. We're a split family.
Cause I mean, you
House
got
divided.
my son, he worked down at the plant.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He down there
Don't
with his
sound as
uncles and
glamorous.
them. We trying
Even though, what if the son is getting his money, paying his bills, doing what he's supposed to do, he not in the parents' pockets no more. It still wasn't, I guess, as glamorous for your child to be working already.
Yeah, I personally, so it's not a college or a workforce thing to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's having a plan thing for me, man. Because you can go to college and you go and you do not know what you want to do, switch majors so many times, whatever. Or you can go to the workforce and do what you got to do, but it's the plan that you have. Are you going to push your kids toward either or?
See, my daughter, she's the oldest. She's going to 9th grade. I don't know. If she don't really know what she want to do, but I'm trying to figure out her talents.
Yeah.
Looking at her talents, we know she likes to draw. She's a artsy type of person. She started talking about being a nail technician and stuff like that. Last year, she was talking about being a lawyer.
Oh, word.
Stuff like that.
Okay.
But that's but do you know how much school that is?
Right.
You don't really like school now, so I'm like, you sure you want to go to college? That's a lot of school, and it takes dedication, and you have to have. You got to want that.
You think
really
you're working
have to
now?
want that, right?
I think it was a good point that you made. You said you watch her talents, things that she's good at or whatever. Kind of determine. I think that a lot of parents didn't do what they were supposed to do. Now they're trying to live through their kids. So I want to push my son to do this and go to college and do this, or I'm going to pick his major for him. Like, son, this is good money. You know what I'm saying? Instead of letting that child, because they will be in there wasting money when you really don't know what you want to do.
I got a client who I was cutting his hair since probably 10th grade, maybe.
Yeah.
And I used to ask him. I like to ask all the kids I cut, like, so what you want to do? You about to graduate? What you want to do? Most of them don't know.
They don't know.
But him in particular, he used to tell me stuff like photography. He likes artsy stuff. Maybe
he's
want to
one
be
of
a realtor, but he kept saying he didn't want to work like a job, 9 to 5 type of job, because he didn't like watching his father do it and be stressed out. But then after he graduated, I'm saying, so what you gonna do? I'm going to school to be a teacher.
Oh,
I was like, what? you
where did
don't
that
even,
come from?
You don't like school. You didn't even like school. Now you're gonna be a teacher. It's because his parents was pushing him to do that.
I can't. Why? Why?
Security, maybe.
Yeah, security, but you see them teachers not making any money now either. So now you got all of this debt, and your income is not compensating for it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? The reason he was doing it because it's a lot of programs that give, I guess, free. It's like a scholarship where you go to school for free if you become a teacher or something like that. So it's like, son, you can go to school debt free.
And I get it, but you are wasting your time.
Yeah, you definitely are, especially if it ain't in your heart to do.
I was doing some reading, man, and I seen that colleges, on average, like 50,000 a year or more, depending on where you go.
Bro, the numbers is outrageous.
And then, like, if they just say they wanted to go to a trade school or whatever, I think those numbers range from like 7,000 to like 30,000 or whatever.
And you can get out of the trade school with your certification. That sounds like a good deal to me.
Yeah, I didn't go to college, but I did end up getting like different licenses to do stuff. I ended up getting my CDL. I get my insurance license. I could sell life insurance, all of that type of stuff, health insurance, barber's license. Just those are pretty much degrees. I think the college thing is more like a fail-proof situation. Like you'll have something to fall back on.
Yeah. You know what I've been telling my daughter? I'm like, if you really want to go to college, like, strive for some type of scholarship so you can go debt-free.
Yeah.
Because would you pay, this is a question I was thinking about, would you pay for your child to go to college if they were like a CD average student?
Nope.
Would you invest? That's a risky investment.
That is a risky investment, man.
So,
like, I love my child. You know what I'm saying? I love my child. But I love them enough to be real with them,
I'm telling you, because I seen somewhere it was like, for 4 years, it's almost like $200,000 you might owe back when you get done.
Okay. And that, bro, I met a guy. He was like a big brother to me. He had went to USC. And when I first met him, he had graduated maybe like 3-4 years ago. And we were just talking. He played the piano because I was playing the drums at the church at the time. We were just talking, man, and the topic of like student loan stuff came because we were talking about credit.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about the different stuff that's on the credit and stuff. So he was like, man, the only thing I really got is student loans. I was like, you went to USC, right? He said, yeah. I said, how much are your student loans? Man said $198,000, bro.
Dang.
Almost $200,000.
And what is he doing now?
He's a manager somewhere.
Like at a retail store?
No, I think like one of the like deliveries, like a FedEx or a UPS or something that.
Dang. See, that's what I'm scared of. Is like you going and having to.
But he also now he ended up being a barber, getting his barber license, and I think now he cut hair full time.
Okay.
But that's $200,000
that you still have to.
That you still have to pay back.
That's why I'm like, baby, if you really want to go to school, you should strive for a scholarship. And if you're not striving for a scholarship, you're probably not taking your studies that serious, and you're not in the sports. So I was like, I don't know, man. I'm like, I want to support them if they say they do want to go to college, but I'm looking at them like, now I know you ain't really not. You don't like school.
Yeah.
Like, you don't like school.
And a lot of these, like Miller's Tech and different places like that, they got all of these programs where you can go for like a couple weeks and get your certificate or whatever. Because regardless of whether you have a degree or not, when you get to a job, you're still going to get trained.
Facts.
So get a certificate or something just to get in the door, whatever. It costs less. And sometimes, you can get those for free depending on where it is. And then go and get the training that you need because then you have the experience as well. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm just push my sons to just have a plan. Know what you want to do.
Right. All right. If I can get her or my son, if I really don't see that college is for them, or if I don't think so, but they really purpose in their heart want to go, so be it. But if I could figure out a way to help you achieve those goals without college, I think that's the route I would rather take for them. Especially if we can't pay for it out of pocket or before they get them student loans. Because I was reading somewhere also, it was like the interest rate on the student loans is almost like $2,000. What is it? A year extra. So it takes people almost 20 years
because
to pay off their student loans.
people be hitting them forbearance and all this stuff. Because
Yeah,
I didn't
bro.
know I did for a
Me
while,
too.
man.
I
I was on an income-based payment plan, all that type of
all
stuff,
kind
man.
of tricks and filling out all of the programs.
You still got student loans?
Yeah, and I didn't even complete the school.
So I went to how they closed down now, but I went to ITT Tech, man. Scam, bro. Went learning. He wasn't even really learning nothing in the class or whatever. Man, going to that school, and I was telling people, man, these people are scamming us. We got to get out of here, man. These people are
was
scamming
preaching
us.
that scamming gospel?
Because it was real, man. I was like, yo, this is not right. They are doing something wrong.
And wasn't
here.
that school expensive?
Man, it was so expensive. So I ended up, my mama had student loans. She took out some loans for me and everything. Got to that school, stayed for about a year and like 2 months, man. Got out of there and had them student loans on my joint. School ended up shutting down a couple years ago. And they just removed those student loans like last year off my credit report,
Yeah,
bro.
shoot, that's a blessing.
Yeah, man, that joint was crazy, bro.
What about, this is on topic too, like what do you think about when people push their kids to go to the military?
Man, bro, that military ain't for everybody. It was not for me. And I did ROTC in high school, but I know I ain't want to go to no military. But growing up, right, like, because I didn't really see a lot of successful people in my family. If you were successful, it's because you were in the military,
Right.
drove trucks or whatever, or you working for the state. Those are the type of, when they be like, well, let's talk to Tony and see if Tony got some, you know what I'm saying? They need some money from somebody in the family to go to the one that's in the military or the one to drive trucks. Because that's the type of thing they seem for success. But I'm going to create something different for my family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I want them to see that you don't have to go to the military. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do that. You can be a creative person and still be successful.
Especially nowadays.
Yeah.
That's like, are we trying to use an old technique that worked in the past today? When it's like we're in the future now. That was the thing to do, push everybody to go to college. Now, you got people who are influencers, who are starting businesses that's strictly online, doing very well for themselves and being these entrepreneurs. A lot of people don't trust that. Like, no, you need something that's going to be this hard certificate paper.
Yeah.
Like, son, you talking about being an influencer. You know how people,
Show me an influencer degree.
like, right.
And I'm not knocking college completely at all by any means.
It works for a lot of people.
It works for a lot of people, and there are a lot of billionaires, millionaires that were made from having that degree. And if you know what you want to do and that's your plan, and you can get a scholarship, or if your parents have the funds to send you to college and you got your mind straight and you know what you want to do when you get the degree and all of this stuff, by all means, do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not against it. But there are alternatives, you know what I'm saying? There are other ways to be successful. There are billionaires and millionaires that are made that don't have a degree at all, that done dropped out of college. You can either way. You just got to find what works for you and have that plan, man.
Right, because a lot of y'all, your son and daughter been making Fs since grade school.
Right.
You so tired of them, you telling them to go to college to get them out the house.
You're right.
You just tired of them jokers. Like, college might not be for everybody.
No,
That's why, like, bottom line, if I don't feel like it's for you, I'm not gonna push you towards there. Now, if you been as a scholar in school, middle school, high school, and you taking that junk seriously, yeah. But it has to line up with the type of child you have.
So you know how parents be like, man, well, when you get 18, I can't wait till you get 18 to get out the house.
Get out the house.
That's how you think? That's how you feel?
Yes, because some of these kids are sickening. You love them, but some of them hard-headed, be getting in trouble. Some of these parents is tired.
Yeah, some parents are tired.
Like, man, that was a bad thing too. That all of that, as soon as you turn 18, you got to get out of here.
Right.
Like, you're doing something. You got to get out.
Question though, I just say you saving up money, just like a college fund or something for your child, just in case they didn't get a degree, and you just want to give them options. He might have been a good student, but he just didn't get to qualify for a scholarship or something. So you put money aside, and he decided that he don't want to go to college, that he want to start a business or he want to do this. Would you use that money to invest in that business that he has, or
man.
what would you do with that money, bro?
I would have to use my discernment. It depending on the type of business. Yeah, man. It depends on the type of business. If it seemed like, okay, I can see you doing this, you know what? I'll make him give me a business plan.
Right.
Like
right.
I'm a bank. Before I invest in this, tell me how you're going to do this or give me an idea of what you're trying to do. Because I don't expect it to be top tier business plan.
Yeah.
You got charts and pictures and all of that, even though that would be a plus. But I'll hear him out to see what he's doing because that's a good idea too. Like I would invest in it if it made sense. If I think that he can really do it. But then again, it's like I don't want to be crushing their dreams too because I'm also not God. I don't know what they're really capable of. So I would really have to pray on it and use some type of discernment, talk to my wife about it too because they could fool you. Like even with this, you might think your child not ready for college and they've been a CD average child and then they go to school and actually complete it.
Yeah.
So I never know. So my goal right now is I'm not trying to tell them exactly what to do. I'm trying to guide them. I'm trying to be more of a coach. Like, okay, you like this. How can we do this? Is this really going to work for you? Do you think you can really do it? Because I'm not going to school for you. I'm not helping you with no papers. I'm not helping you with no projects. I'm just here to moral support and root you on because I've been through that.
Yeah, man. It's rough, man. I got 2 boys. Honestly, I think my oldest might, I don't know, I think my youngest might go to college.
For real.
But I think my oldest might step into entrepreneurship. Because he's an RC guy too, and he just thinks differently. Even though he's smart, he might go to college. But I don't know, man. I don't know. But I'm not going to limit them either, saying they got to do one or the other. I got cousins who went to college and who director of the board here and just making good money. But then I also got cousins who went to college and you working at McDonald's and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it just...
It's not no guarantee.
It's like having that paper is not a guarantee for a job. Like we cut people all the time who got degrees, masters, and bachelors, and they're not making any money. So it's not like that paper is going to guarantee money in your pocket.
And a lot of them are unhappy.
They are very unhappy, bro.
Very unhappy. But now you got student loans on your back. You owe all this money. Like now it's like
you got to stick to whatever it is. Like,
man, I done ran up this bill, and now I'm just not going to do it. So you might feel obligated. And if that's what, like, if you could get your child there debt free, go do it. So they won't have that monkey on their back.
Yeah, because you got the people that be graduating with like masters and like business administration, all of this stuff, and they are supervising a subway. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, but you're not gonna make that money back to pay that student loan. You are a supervisor in a subway.
Yo, that joint was crazy because when I went to college, it was like everybody, we didn't even know why we were there. Majority of us. Everybody was going to school for a business management degree.
What?
I don't know. It's just like at the time it was the thing to go for. Now, like, and I didn't finish. I did probably like 2 years.
Oh, you went for business management too?
Yeah, and what was it? A minor in like psychology or something like that.
Oh, that's dope.
And that would have been more. Now that I think about it, I should have went for that. But everybody was going for business management. I didn't complete it. Didn't learn nothing about business. But now I'm a business owner.
Right. And
you don't even need that.
We think about the people that, because when you go to college or out of high school, it's still fresh. You know what I'm saying? Your mind is still new. You know what I'm saying? So you able to pick up and learn. What about the people that go back to college and they like in their late 30s, early 40s, trying to go back and get a degree?
I wonder if it's because it's going to help their current career, or it was one because it was so big and pushed. like, dang, this a goal I never completed.
Right.
So now I'm going to go back and complete it.
You in a class full of 19 20-year-olds.
and-
They're like, hey, auntie.
Right. You so studious. You should be. You're grown.
Hey, look at Unc sitting in the front of the
He
class.
just got his pen and paper.
Want to be
ready.
the best student he can be. You know, he's 45.
I'm not doing that if it ain't going to better my career.
And why would you want to tack on some debt that late in your life, bro?
Just to say I got it.
Yeah. Because are you still able to qualify for scholarships at that point in your life?
I don't know.
I think at that point, if you're going back to school, you should be able to afford it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because then it's like I can do what I want to do.
Right.
It's not going to hurt me.
What do you think about all these online universities? Like, what's these online universities?
I want to say
DeVry. You got ICDC college.
It's almost
ICDC.
like those type of schools be sounding like Job Corps.
Yeah, man.
Even though Job Corps is good, man, I used to hear some horror stories about Job Corps. They act like that joke was prison.
I'm telling you,
It
man.
was a rough time to get a trade out of there.
That Job Corps or something else. Oh, you got you ain't doing nothing with your life, man. Come on, man. I see you sitting at the house, sitting on the
Right.
couch, man. Come on down
You
to Everest
watching me
College,
right
man.
now.
You're looking at me right now. If you got the TV on, that means you ain't got no job. Come on down to Everest College, man. That's crazy,
those colleges
boy.
are for the adults, the older ones who just need to get something.
And they just got different. Come on down to North Hampshire. Like, North Hampshire. Come on down to North Hampshire College, man, where you can get a degree in 2 weeks.
When you go apply for the job and you put them names down, you think they respect it?
What you mean?
Like, oh, he went to ACDC.
Oh, yeah. He went to New Hampshire.
You think they'd be like, okay,
New Hampshire Mobile College.
he's a great candidate.
You're right.
They might not even care. So I don't know, man, but
Man, them schools be up and then they shut down so quick. Okay, he went down with Lil Romeo now with ICDC.
Ponzi schemes, man.
Just straight pyramid up in there. Pyramid.
If you invite 3 people, we'll take half off your tuition.
I'm telling you, man. Bring somebody when you come and get your books for free. What the world? Have your mama sign up. Both of y'all take class together and her tuition is absolutely free. That joint wild, man.
Man, I like the route that I took. College was fun.
Yeah.
And I did get some great things out of college. I actually met my wife in college.
Oh, dope,
so
man.
that was a plus, but it ran up some debt. But I am glad I got to experience that. Would I go to college just for the experience? Like I talked to some of the kids, they be like, they didn't go to college, but they're in their field already. And they talking about, man, I wish I'd have went for the experience. That experience ain't worth $200,000.
Yeah.
You could just go on campus and hang out
Right.
if you want to. You don't have to go pay to go chill.
Yeah. Do you wish you would like experience the whole like college graduation, all that stuff?
Hindsight, it would have been nice.
Yeah.
It would have been nice, but it don't matter.
Good thing about New Hampshire College though.
Right. If
They bring the bus. They bring the bus, the little graduation bus to you wherever you at. They got
pick you up?
Man, they bring your certificate, everything, your diploma straight off that bus, boy.
Man,
That commercial, boy.
I don't know, man.
No matter what state you live in, we'll drive the graduation to you.
Yeah,
I said, what?
I'm good on that.
Yeah, boy.
You
That
know what I think is better, though?
What?
To set the kids up now. Like, bro, what if you are able to put them in a house?
Oh, man. What you mean?
That
Instead of
on the
like
way
that money?
over here, yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm like, yeah, college is a head start for them because you might end up with a bunch of money, but then you got all that debt. But I was thinking, like, what if I'm able to pay off my current house, me and my wife get move into the next house and let them be in there as adults,
Yeah, man.
rent free, while they're figuring out what they're trying to do. That way you don't have the pressure of, I have to go to college right now. I got to jump in the military because I need money.
Facts, bro. That's a good idea, man.
I think that's the route I'm more willing to take instead of just trying to push them to the bread at 19 and 18. Like, you got to go get some money now.
My son, man, if you're watching this, I don't want to see you down at ICDC College.
You ain't going to be proud.
Man, boy, that joke could be on the commercial. ICDC College.
Pop locking. Like, I did this for my dad.
Telling you, man. My dad said I wasn't going to do nothing with my life, man. Well, I went on down to Everest College, man. I got my degree. I'm graduating in 2 weeks. The bus is actually coming to me. We're going to pull out in front of his house, and we're going to graduate.
Don't bring that bus to my house.
That junk crazy,
Don't bring
boy.
the bus to my house. I'll Zoom it. I'll watch it online.
whatever my son decided to do, man, I'm gonna be proud. I'm gonna support. Nothing crazy though, you know what I'm saying? But if he got a plan, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna help him plan, and we gonna make this thing happen, bro.
Right. Don't try to pressure them to making a bad decision.
Not at all, brother. Not at all, man. We got 5 minutes left in this podcast, bro. What you want to do, man? You want to go ahead and plug these joints in? Hey, quick. So we got some advertisement spots available now.
Yeah, man. Y'all better hop on.
Hop on, man. It ain't gonna be ground level for long, man. We're gonna take off, man. So go ahead and make that first plug. Show what it could be like for them.
Shout out to Bearded Brothers.
Bearded Brothers.
Bearded Brothers is a company dedicated to finding the best combinations of natural ingredients that promote beard growth.
Yeah.
That's it. I thought you was about to say something.
Oh, boy, I was just ad-libbing, cuz.
Oh, okay. Best combination of natural ingredients that promote beard growth.
Yeah.
Bearded Brothers _CO at Instagram. Go follow them today.
Good thing about this beard oil, man, is that it's all natural and it don't have your beard funky all day. You know, sometimes we get that beard oil and have that old stink. And
stop walking around with a musty beard.
Musty beard. Then when you had COVID was here, man, you put that mask on, put that beard on, man, it jump in your nostrils all day. This joint actually smells good.
It smells good, man. Y'all need to get on that. Stop. Who wants a funky goatee?
Come on, man. Nobody want a funky goatee. A funky mustache, man. Come on, man. We don't want that.
Walking around like this all day.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
And it's you.
Right, bro. We don't want that. So, Bearded Brothers, man. Yeah, man. So just stay tuned, man. We got a lot more in store. We got a lot more, man. We got some live episodes coming up, man. Some interviews. Sure. It's gonna be real good, man. So just stay tuned. Keep interacting with us.
Yeah, man.
And just keep showing the love, man, because we definitely gonna show it back. So Major Figures, man.
Major Figures Podcast.
We out.